I got to go back to October 26th when the Pelicans traveled to Sacramento. Boogie making his return. Poured in 41 points and 23 rebounds and added 6 assists. He was 14 to 25 and 3 of 5 from 3. There was no AD that night, so it was all Boogie, and he let Sacramento have it. Fans showed him a lot of support. So
did they?
Yeah.
They didn't boo him?
No.
See,
both solid answers. Colt, question number 2. Alec, you'll start this one.
What is the problem with the Thunder?
It's just early in the season. I do not think we're going to see the Lakers of Howard, Nash, and Kobe in this team. I don't, because I think Melo realizes he needs to win for his legacy. And I think that they're going to figure it out, start moving the basketball around more. And it's just early in the season. They'll gel. They'll figure it out. They've got a generational talent in Russ with everything he can do, an incredible two-way player in PG. And Steven Adams might actually be their third piece of the big three. Like, he's really slept on, maybe even ahead of Melo. So they got a lot of talent. I think they'll figure it out.
You know, I'm gonna just like the Heat. They did not have a good record the first couple of games with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and it's just gonna be like this with OKC. But the problem is, like I said, I think it was last segment, they are way too unselfish. Just the opposite of what Al was saying. They need to move the ball more. No. They need to have Russ take it to the hoop more. They need to get Paul George moving on screens, giving him the ball. They need to be more selfish, those two, and then get Carmelo those 10, 15 shots a game. He shouldn't get anything more than that.
Do you care if I chime in?
Go ahead.
I think this is going to be completely counter-cultural in terms of a Pacer fan. But I think they should sit Melo just on the bench, coming off the bench. And then maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes into the game, give him a plug. Just be that spark plug and not miss a shot like he's been doing. And I think they need to play through Paul George a little bit more. When Melo sat for 2 games because he was banged up a little bit, we saw Paul George go for 37 and then 42 back-to-back games. And he hadn't done that when Carmelo's in the lineup. What would it look like if they sat Melo down? And not to, bench him or anything, like you're not playing well, but come in and then kind of give Paul George a rest.
Did you not see what...
I saw his interview where he said, Who?
Coming off the bench,
who, me?
Yeah.
But...
No, that's never going to happen. That's unrealistic.
Donovan is the head coach. He makes the decisions.
That's unrealistic.
Just like Fizdale made the decisions and Memphis decided to move along.
Yeah, no, that's a good take. Good call out.
This question can be interesting. Do you think Golden State is soft, and are they going the Spurs route of resting non-injured players? For example, when KD was sat for 2 games because of his ankle injury, but then came back for OKC, and then sat another game. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's genius. The Warriors are good enough that they're going to have a great playoff position. They might not get that first seed that they want, even though they're still in line for it. But no, it's genius. They're literally setting themselves up for success in the playoffs. I mean, why would you not do that? LeBron James does that, and look how successful he is in the playoffs.
I don't think you can call something genius if they're just copying what everybody else has done. Now, does it set them up for success in the playoffs? Yes. Is Golden State going to cruise through the regular season on autopilot, make a run in the playoffs? Yes. Does it not mean it's not good for the NBA? It is incredibly boring to watch Steph Curry and KD be listed as questionable for a game because they have a bum toe. No, Steph sat because he was embarrassed with that video that came out of him standing up a little kid, so he needed to blow off some steam.
Oh my God!
I don't know that soft is the word as much as it's just Golden State's pathetic. So
wow.
All right.
Just going with the trend.
Yeah.
Mr. Judge?
Before I have to chime in on this, but dude, Golden State pisses.
You want to go ahead and chime in on the first one?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Who is the player?
I'm sorry. Golden State is pissing me off. This whole way, the way that the NBA is playing is, fans don't want to watch people sit. It's the same situation, and this is why the NBA tried to fix it. Now they're just coming out with BS injuries. Oh, he's got an ankle issue that from 3 seasons ago that's aggravated, or it's just it's not just the Warriors. Don't hear me saying just the Warriors.
No, but here's my take. This could be different because it's a different sport, but look at how many big name players in the NFL are out for a year.
I don't see too many car accident collisions on an NBA court.
Oh
like there
my
are in
gosh.
the nature of football. So
I,
we'll stick to the NBA
I would
podcast.
agree with that, but that rest, it brings longevity. Why is LeBron James still doing what he's doing?
Because he's not
15
human
years in.
That's why.
And that his doctor said he has the body of a 19-year-old
He's
still.
not a human being. That's why.
Okay, yes.
No,
but-
it
brings
brings fair. That's
longevity.
fair.
I would much rather have players play the Vince Carter, age 40, still doing windmills, than
In warm-ups.
yeah.
He's not playing.
No,
Fizdale got fired because he didn't play Carter.
Oh my gosh.
Vince is no longer in Memphis. Vince is in Sacramento.
Oh, there you go. That's
No, I'd rather see players sit. I'd rather see players sit in the regular season than being banged up in the playoffs.
good call. Good call. All right. I'm got to decide between one of you on the winner, and honestly, I'm gonna go with Al. I'm gonna go with Al.
2-0.
He does improve to 2-0. Al, Eric, have you won a face-off?
Well, if he's going 2-0, I'm pretty sure I'm 0-2.
Have you faced him both times?
I'm pretty sure that one was a little. He must have paid you for that one.
No, I think his take on Golden State I appreciate.
Well, because you're one-sided.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
I
my.
appreciate it. No, but I also think that pulling out the Boogie Cousins thing against Sacramento and things like that. So
If you can cruise your way to the playoffs, why would you not do that and be more healthy?
it's not good
more
for the
fresh.
NBA. It's not good for the NBA, and the NBA is literally instilling
It's going to
rules.
make for an amazing playoffs. That's what's going to happen.
Listen
Oh,
here, we
my.
all go to AU. We got a great IM program. We should have sat you in IMs last year and let you cruise. But no,
Oh
you're not
my
soft.
God. Yeah.
You're competitive. That's the difference.
That
We
is
might have been in better
we would
shape.
not, we would
but
not have
you're
had a
not
good
soft.
record if I wasn't in the regulars.
You're
So-
not soft.
all right.
Golden State is soft.
Let's enter into the third segment, if you will. We're going to do a new segment today called Take a Side. And so we're going to do this versus that, and we're going to continue like the debate that style in which we've kind of started this episode 3. And so the first take a side, and we're going to have a conversation about it. You just go, you give your answer and why, and we'll go back and forth on what do you think. Okay, so we talked about this just a little bit. But best team in the NBA not named the Warriors. The Rockets, Cavs, or Boston Celtics?
Cleveland
Go.
Cavaliers, LeBron James wears their uniform.
Okay, Colt?
I'm going to go with the Houston Rockets. James Harden is having an unbelievable season, and I love it. Chris Paul doesn't even matter on that team, I feel like.
So
Oh my gosh.
that's bold, first
is
of all.
Doesn't
So
matter.
ridiculous.
Look what he did when Chris Paul was not on playing.
the Rockets have no bench.
So it's called the James Harden Show.
I'm going to take...
Cold known for wearing the James Harden jersey. Sunday night pickup session is all in.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Boston Celtics in this one. I think the way Kyrie Irving is playing alongside of the Horfords and guys like that, I like the way Boston is D'ing up. I love the Tatum and Jaylen Brown duo. I think they're playing unbelievable defense. I love their energy. I like their style of play. They're first in defense. That's a team that, believe it or not, I really, in the East, I'm going to kind of be rooting for. I like that team. I don't root for a lot of the teams in the East because I just want the Pacers to win the championship every year, of course. But
Come out as a Celtics
yeah,
fan?
no. I like their style of play. I really do.
You know, a team that's just always under the radar every single year, I think, is the San Antonio Spurs. Going 14-7 without Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker. You got to watch out for them. Greg Popovich, best coach in the NBA, in my opinion. Number 2, Brad Stevens. But I mean, just to say a different answer, I'd have to go with San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, I probably couldn't disagree more if that's a fact. Al, you said the Cavaliers because they have LeBron wearing their uniform.
Yep.
So if LeBron's wearing a Rockets uniform or a Celtics uniform, you're picking them?
Yes.
Unbelievable. All right, the next
This dude has been to the last 8 finals. What more do you want?
the next take a side is there's going to be pick a duo. Pick a duo. What would you rather have on your team right now? It's not because they're on the Pelicans or not because they're on the Sixers, but you're picking a better duo. Who would you rather have? Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, or Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins?
Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid.
Oh, what?
Are you high? Are you high? I'll take bum knee and bum ankle.
No questions.
Oh my
asked.
gosh.
Okay, first off, if we're going to talk injuries, Anthony Davis, like
Valid.
come on,
That's valid.
Not proven as durable. B, here's the thing. If they can both stay healthy, like, if Joel Embiid stays healthy, he could, I'm not saying this is going to happen, he could go down as the best center that's ever played the game. He is unbelievably talented. And Ben Simmons has a skill set that basically Magic Johnson and LeBron James and nobody else have possessed. You're talking about two generational talents on the same floor that if they can stay healthy, unbelievable.
I'll take my man 42 and 23, and then
41 and 23,
Okay.
I would know because I won that one.
No,
against you.
Dude,
you're insane.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
But it was at the end of the season.
Yeah,
And-
the trade
and-
happened
can't say
so
that.
late.
hey,
They-
and,
it
It was
hey,
Anthony Davis and his right toe.
we're also talking about the duo that you'd rather have, not the team that they would be.
Oh,
on.
I agree 100%. And I would rather have. So we factor in how long you have them locked up under contract. We factor in their age. There's no chance you pick a duo that one of them is probably going to get shipped out by the end of the year.
I think
You don't hear Embiid and Simmons' names floating around in trade talks. You got both AD and Boogie.
Yes, but AD and Boogie, the way they play together, it's really accented one another very well.
If you watched Embiid and Simmons play together,
Yeah, yes, but I have a hard time taking a guy who can't shoot a jumper. And on episode 1, I said I compared Ben Simmons to the style of play Giannis is playing and how they get to the rim, and it doesn't really matter. I'm still taking the Kentucky front court any day.
All right, next question.
All right, the next question on Take a Side: LeBron versus Kane Fitzgerald. Kane Fitzgerald is the ref that tossed LeBron. Whose side are you on?
Threw an air punch.
Whose side are you on? Yeah, Kane Fitzgerald claims that he was throwing vulgar language at him and swung at him.
It's NBA, but
What do you guys think?
I'm
I'm taking Kane, by the way.